2 arrested, 1 still on the loose.
And this is after a car chase in Monona that ends in a crash and an abandoned car. NBC 15's Elizabeth Wattis was on scene minutes after the crash. Elizabeth, police didn't find the 3 suspects in the car, right?
No, but they did find other things, a gun and drugs left behind. This all started when Monona Police say they were trying to pull over a car in connection to a multi-agency investigation. About a dozen officers rushed to the scene near Stoughton Road just after 1 this afternoon. Police say they tried stopping that white car you see right there before it crashed. Then the 3 occupants ran away. The people inside were wanted on felony offenses, according to police. And the people in the other car the suspects crashed into were treated at the scene and are expected to be okay. Now, police are crediting neighbors for helping them quickly find 2 of the 3 suspects as they ran into a nearby neighborhood. Anyone with information should call Monona Police or Madison Crime Stoppers. In the studio tonight, Elizabeth Wattis, NBC 15 News.